Hey, what's going on, Scorpio? Butch Terror here. Gonna do your June monthly read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. All roles can be reversed for all you cross watchers. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Always feel free to comment down below. And don't forget to hit that little bell. That way you get notified every time I put up a new video. I'm going to be using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. So let's get it. What do we have for Scorpio? What is going on for Scorpio? June 2020. Alright, Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. First thing I have, 4 cups. So someone's thinking about you. I feel like this is someone that can't seem to let you go. I feel like they're having a hard time. They're having a hard time feeling like they may have done you wrong in the past, and I feel like this is someone you may have seen as being sneaky. But I feel like what they were sneaking around about, like what was going on with the sneaking, it wasn't what you thought it was. But I feel like they're regretting the fact that they didn't come clean right away, because I feel like that made it worse. I don't feel like they were cheating or anything like that. I just feel like they had some secrets that they didn't tell you, so it came off as like they were hiding something. But like I said, I feel like they regret not sharing with you earlier. I feel like they think about this a lot because they still want to be with you. They just regret not coming clean and telling you everything putting everything out there. I feel like they're taking that step back and really seeing the mistake they made. I feel like at the time they didn't feel like they're really doing anything wrong. But I feel like when we hide secrets from each other, it gives off a bad vibe. It's almost like if they're holding something back, if they're willing to hold something back from me, obviously it can be worse than it was. Like I said, I don't feel like it was a big deal, but I feel like the fact that they were holding something back from you is what really caused this to fall apart. Now I feel like they're feeling defeated with that Ten of Swords, because like I said, I feel like at the time they didn't realize how big a deal it was, but now they're starting to realize, and they can't let you go. They don't want to let you go. They still think about you all the time. They want to make this right. Now I feel like I don't feel like you've emotionally walked away from them either. But like I said, I feel like once that trust was compromised, I feel like that's when it was time for you to take a step back. Even if it isn't a big deal, even if it isn't a big, secret, having secrets still, puts that thought in our head. If they're going to hold something back from us, what else could they possibly hold back in the future? Like, are they always going to be honest with us? Now I see like this, like I said, I feel like this person has made a lot of big changes. I feel like they see their mistake, and the fact that they can't let you go, they just they can't let it end like this. Now we have the Four of Wands. So, I mean, not only do they want you back, but they want to build with you. And they're willing to take all the necessary steps to make it right. Like, I see that they want to make it right. Like I said, I feel like, I feel like they learned their lesson. I feel like they're starting to trust their intuition here and realize that any secret is a big secret. And like I said, I don't feel like it was, you may have thought it was something more than it was. They were holding back from you. But like I said, even though that trust was compromised, I feel like they want to make it right. I feel like they're starting to understand, and they're starting to figure out that we have to be completely honest with someone. If we care about someone, we can't hide things from them. Because when we give off a vibe when we're hiding something, and our other person doesn't necessarily know what we're hiding, but they get the sense that we're hiding something, and that's when we start, imagining what it is. Like I said, I don't feel like they were cheating or, they were trying to get with anybody else. I just feel like there are some things they weren't being upfront about. And I feel like there may have been even situations where you gave them the chance to come clean and they didn't really do that. And like I said, I feel like once that trust was compromised, that's when you took a step back. But like I said, I feel like they're making a lot of changes. I feel like they're starting to really get it. Sometimes people don't get it right away. Some people think that if it's not a big deal, then you shouldn't make a big deal of it. But people don't realize that it's a matter of if you try to get away with a little thing, what's going to stop you from in the future trying to get away with something bigger? But like I said, they do want you back. They really have a lot of love for you, and they're really getting on track here. And like I said, I feel like you haven't walked away from this person completely either, because we have that Eight of Cups in reverse. Almost like you're waiting for this person to get their shit together. Waiting for them to admit that they're wrong. Like I said, I feel like in the past they didn't really admit to it. They kind of seen it as like you may be blowing it out of proportion. But like I said, some people just don't look at it, the big picture. I feel like you were seeing the big picture. If they're willing to hold something small, then, what stops the future from being bigger? And if you don't make a big deal about somebody keeping secrets from you, then it's almost like accepting it and being okay with it. And that's just telling them that it's okay. We get some Libra energy. I do see some balance coming back here. I do feel like this is going to move forward if you allow it to. And like I said, I feel like they're genuine. I feel like they genuinely understand now the mistake that they had made. And like I said, they can't let you go. And I feel like, they're going to make a big push here to come back. We also have the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is something that, this could work out, quite nicely. But like I said, I feel like it had to go the way it did, because I feel like if you accepted it, then you're saying it's okay. And it's not okay. It's not okay to hold secrets, even if it isn't a big deal, even if it's not what we think it is, it's still a secret. And we have to be completely, transparent with our partner, because if we are not, then, we can't build a true relationship on deceit. We got to have trust. No matter how much you care for someone, if you can't trust them, then we can't really move forward. But like I said, I feel like they're gonna do a lot of work here to prove that you can trust them. And from what I see in the cards, I feel like they're not hiding anything anymore. I feel like they're gonna be completely transparent. I do see this moving forward, like I said, with the Two of Cups and also the Page of Cups. I feel like, it's going to take time to rebuild. that trust, but I feel like they're going to put in the work to do it. And I feel like I said, I honestly see no games anymore. I feel like they get what they did wrong, which is a big thing because sometimes people just don't get it. They don't get what they did wrong. So we can't begin to forgive someone if they don't even know what it is they did wrong. I'm going to Clarifier just to see what else we got here. Like I said, I do feel like they're completely genuine. And like I said, I don't feel like you're completely done with this person. With that 8 of Cups, I feel like you still may think about them as well, but they're gonna try their best to do what's right and try to make up for what they had done. Because now that they finally see their mistake, they can correct it. And the best thing about knowing what we did wrong, sometimes people come back to us after they did something wrong and they try to make it right, even though they don't know what they did wrong, which it's never going to fix things. Now, as a clarifier, we got the Hangman, so taking that leap of faith. And we also have the 10 of Cups. So I do see this as a long-term thing. I do see this working out. I do see this person sticking to the change. Now, I feel like they're going to be genuine when they come towards you. But like I said, I feel like they made a lot of changes. This isn't just something that they're going to come toward you and try to bullshit you and make you believe them, even though, sometimes people try to ask for our forgiveness without knowing what mistake they made. And this person knows what they did wrong. They sincerely and genuinely love you, and they want to make it right. Like I said, I feel like they've been feeling defeated, dealing with a lot of anxiety. I feel like they understand that you're the person that they want to be with. Like I said, with that 2 of Wands. And I do get the sense that you may, secretly, you may not make it public, but I feel like secretly you haven't completely walked away, and you've been kind of waiting for this person anyway to understand what it is that they did wrong. So that's what I have for you. Like I said, we have some, I feel like it's an air sign we're dealing with here. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Like I said, it's there may be some water in their charts as well, because we have some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy in there. So they might be an air sign with some water in their charts, or a water sign with some air in their charts. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.